Yar. Hello and good morning. Merry Friday. Hello, Merry Friday. Welcome to a unprompted, unscripted hangout. Hopefully chat will work this time. Hello. Merry Friday. How's everyone doing? Thank you for the like. Go ahead and check in the chat. Let me know where you're calling in from. Where you're chatting from, yeah? Hello. Bullet. Come on, buddy. Everybody seems quiet today. Is chat not working again? Come on, buddy. Hello and welcome. Let's start up a discussion at some point. If you feel like engaging, go ahead and enter something into the chat. Let me know if the chat is working. A couple of topics of interest for me today. data centers being a pretty prevalent one in most local news. You have to let me know in your community what's going on with that. Is anybody's community experiencing the data center being built, facing conflict with getting passed? I know there's a lot of stuff going on in Utah. There's, man, where I'm at in Casa Grande in Pinal County, I think they're talking about 3 to 4 data centers in between here and Maricopa, because there's nothing but flat. There's a lot of flat, rural land that would be used for farming if they let us use the water. Or if they encourage that, we would, instead of turning ourselves into the tech desert that they want us to be, we could be a very huge crop producing resource. So it's kind of weird that, especially in Casa Grande, like I said, they have passed plans to build data centers here, even though there has been outcry against it, and even though at the same time they push a save the water program here. They've created propositions and ideas of how to conserve water. They want to cut down on rural farming, which is a fucking horrible idea in my opinion. What are you gonna do? There's a lot of cotton out. They grow a lot of cotton out here. That's one resource. They grow corn out here. Alfalfa, I'm sure. For sure, alfalfa. Can somebody check in with the live chat? I'm just trying to see if anything's working here. Everything's working. Can somebody give me a hello in chat? Well, anyways, I guess I'll just babble on to myself, make it a video, and I'd strongly encourage engagement. Conversation is open-ended. I tend to give my opinions, and I try not to do it in like an over-righteous way where people feel like they can't include their opinion, even if it's not aligned with mine. I welcome discussions. I'm open to debate, even though there's not a whole lot of subjects I feel real strong about for debate. There are a few. And I'm open to welcome on guests anytime who wants, people who want to conversate, take part of the discussion live. For those who weren't, I threw an invite out to Matt Brown actually on one of the comments on one of his recent videos. Encourage him to stay on the path, make his way home and shit. And when he's ready, I would like to sit down and have a conversation with him, either privately or publicly recorded, man. So we'll see. I don't feel like that will be a fruitful endeavor as far as, it actually coming to fruition, but we never know. You throw things out in the universe and you hope that it happens. I sure would like to know if chat's working. Haven't seen any chats come through. Don't know if it's working. Don't know if anybody hears me. Please let me know. Check in. I like to do the lives because it offers an interaction aspect as opposed to me just posting videos and putting my opinions out there, which a lot of times just kind of sets me up for, one-way discussions. Those are interesting, though. I like getting the comments that are like, oh, you're ignorant and you don't know and blah, 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 and you're this, that, and the other thing. And, even as early as 2 years ago, if something like that were to occur, I would definitely take that as I'd battle you all day if you wanted to. But now I'm just like, yeah, thanks for the comment. You know what I mean? I posted a video about defamation versus free speech, and I used Ryan Upchurch case that's been going on as an example, and this person was like, you're ignorant, you didn't even read the thing. And yeah, you're right, I don't know a whole lot about it. That's why I played a video, because I came across the video and I thought it was interesting and pertinent and relevant to people who make YouTube videos about things, because there seems to be a very gray area, in my opinion, about what defamation and free speech is. But however, if you're just sharing your opinions, let me try this. Q&A. Can I change that? Is chat. Let me try that. Is, nope, chat working? One person watching. It's probably the CIA, man. And in my opinion, that's it. If you're just sharing your opinions and you're not like trying to take it any further than just sharing your words, then you should be absolutely free to do so. And apparently, if you do it to an extent of trying to disprove somebody else's claims or whatever, then there's a line of defamation that occurs when you tarnish somebody's reputation, or as the description said, person or entities. So even if you're talking about a corporation, perhaps, if you're talking about an agency, maybe, if you're talking about the government, we should always be allowed to talk about the government, in my opinion. Without question, that's a protected right. Hello, hello. If you're just now joining the stream, please do me a favor. Let me know, is chat working? I left a Q&A tab on the screen there. Let me know if it's working. I've had people come and go. Not quite sure if they are receiving. I guess I'll just go ahead and end this live. Perhaps we'll schedule one for later. Just want to stop in and say Merry Friday and start the discussion about some things of my interest, and hopefully some people would chime in if they had interest as well. Check back in later with you. I am Frank White.